So a stationery song, kind of. Stationery song.
In the style of Queen.
Like
Nice.
epic Queen rock ballad.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like
I'm
it.
very on
This is weird. Hello!
Woo, woo, woo. Hello.
Episode.
Another one. They keep happening.
Oh, that's my line.
Welcome back to Ding, everybody.
If you've been enjoying the season so far, we'd love to hear from you on our social media at DingFloob.
Floob spelt FLOOB.
Yes.
This week I'll be using the purple sparkly pen.
Excellent.
Wonderful. What colours have you been using in previous weeks?
I have used a bit of blue
Nice.
and a lot of black biro.
Oh, nice.
So
So this is a bump up.
this
Yeah.
shows you the kind of mood I'm in.
Wow.
Exciting.
Sparkly mood.
I was singing a song about how much I love pens to Pete earlier when you went in the room. Pete did a bass line and I was just singing
Save it for the episodes, guys.
I sang about how much I love pens and a bit about how pencils are okay but they're less good. Because
There's a bit about the ruler.
Oh, I love rulers because you can draw lines. It was,
All this whilst I was on the
there was
move.
probably about 3 verses.
That's productive.
It was
Yeah.
good.
Why do adults have such a fascination with stationery?
I feel like I've always had a thing for it. I just feel like it's less acceptable when you're an adult, you know?
Why is that?
We like type everything now.
Do you remember then when there used to be like basically a pick and mix section of the gel pens and you could like find individual different coloured gel pens and some of them smelt like different things?
Yes.
And smelly gel pens were a thing and everyone would be like, I've got banana flavour and stuff like that.
Banana was the one I thought of as well,
It was
weirdly.
so cool, but I remember that it was crazy because at school we'd all like buy our new smelly gel pens and just sort of scribble on things and to be like going around school like sniffing pieces of paper. And the teacher, I remember one teacher got really like worried and was like, "Stop inhaling lots of pen ink. It's not good for you." And we were all like, you know, getting crazy over the banana flavors.
Did you guys have the classic like flexi rulers?
Yeah,
you have one?
and you could slap people with them. Did
You
you
like
ever have a
slap-
ruler
Yeah.
that wrapped around your wrist if
Yeah,
you
and
smacked
like
it on?
Slap it on the wrist.
Oh,
yes.
those were cool.
Or the rulers that like folded in
Snapped them
half
on.
and clicked, and they'd last about 3 days
And then
before
you
it
snap
snapped.
them. And
Yeah.
also, like, even when they were brand new, they never gave you a perfectly straight line because the joint was
The
never
little-
like completely
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
thought of that? Like,
It's
why?
like the attempt to be practical that just failed in every way.
Yeah. Like, you wouldn't fold a pencil in half, would you, to make it smaller?
Hey, there's
That
a
would just-
marketing
There's an idea.
Or
opportunity.
would we?
Ding pencils coming soon. They fold
They
for no
fold.
reason. For your convenience.
And inconvenience.
I remember one of the first times I realised that I was really like musically niche
Right.
is when I had like a normal ruler and would like try and play songs by like flicking it on the side of the table and like pulling it in and out.
Oh.
I think I tried to play Through the Fire and Flames from Guitar Hero once, just angrily on the edge of a desk. Do, 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 do.
The Guitar Hero version wasn't hard enough for you. You had to do it with a ruler as well.
I did have like a penknife of like things though, which was weird. I had like a ruler which would also be like a protractor, which would also be like a set square.
A Swiss Army ruler.
A Swiss Army ruler.
Wow.
Swiss Army set square.
Pink and blue rubber, and the blue end was
Yes.
supposed to get rid of ink, but it just tore your page open instead.
Do you remember
I
those
never
erasers for fountain pen that was like a blue and a white end? And did you ever get the rumour about the white end being pigweed?
Yes!
Everyone would be like, pigweed! And then they'd scribble on your face with the eraser end of the pen.
There are so many rumours that make it round every school somehow, and it's always the same
Do you think
rumour.
it's true? Maybe it's true.
Yeah, it's less acceptable for adults because we don't use them anymore. But that must mean there are pencil cases out there in the world that have been forgotten and just left. Your pencil case was quite often like a reflection of your social standing.
Yeah, I know. You didn't want like a lame
Absolutely.
pencil case.
Yeah.
I had like a Bart Simpson one year, and it was like a freaking cool one with him skateboarding on. I was like, now I can be accepted by my peers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always went for pencil cases that had multiple compartments because I like to categorize things.
That's very sensible, and I can imagine you doing that and very organised.
I
I used to go
remember-
for the really big long ones, just one
No,
compartment.
I
It was always
hated
a
those
mess.
because then you
Yeah.
didn't know where anything was. I remember one particular one that had like 4 compartments. It said chocolate mousse on the front and had a picture of a mousse.
But then, yeah, like the ones you mentioned, the ones that were like a good 30 centimetres long,
The long
with
tubes.
the double zip on the top
Yeah.
Oh,
that you
the
pulled.
double
and
zip.
it was just a massive
They made
sausage of a pencil case.
They made fantastic swords. Did you ever do like lightsaber sword duels with your pencil case? And
How
I
many
fought
like
him.
compasses inside or anything sharp?
Yeah, God.
Well, that's what made you a winner.
That's the difference between the winners and the losers. What you'd put in your pencil case. case. Rocks and compasses.
This is my time to shine.
The teacher's like asking everyone to write notes and you've got no pen and they're like, where's your pen? And you're like, look in your pencil case, and then you're like, no, I've only got rocks in there.
It's just carving something into paper with a
My
rock.
brother told me about a really weird game he used to play in school. He would go into the playground with his friends. They would find rocks and they would just like throw them up in the air and then just like see who was the last one to move before they landed back.
I mean,
Bizarre.
British playground games from like the 90s and noughties were pretty brutal. Like just playing bulldog on tarmac.
Oh,
It's like
gosh.
someone would just rugby tackle you to the ground.
Or like bum slaps. Did you ever play that in football?
Bum slaps.
I think they call it different things in different parts of the country. You know when you're playing like I can't remember what the rules were. Oh man! But like eventually, if you like are the losing team or something, you'll have to like line up against the wall
That's
with your
a
butts
classic.
out, and people have to kick
Oh,
the football
not the
at your
butt out
butt.
bit.
Yeah, you line up like facing the wall, and then people kick a football at you. Who's up for a game? Who's up for a game of bum slaps at lunch? Cheeky bum slaps before physics.
There is a particular game that I used to play in the playground that could be a song topic. It was titled the rather exciting Escape from School game, where basically there was a bit in the playground where it was surrounded by a fence, and there was a bit where the fence had kind of peeled away, so there's a gap, but it wasn't quite big enough that you could squeeze out and run away from school. But we decided we'd spend every break time with a stick digging the floor out from underneath so that the gap would be bigger and bigger. And one day my friend squeezed out of it and ran. She ran to try and escape from school, but the teacher spotted us and went and chased her back. But
I'm imagining. Okay, I've got two.
you guys both look shocked.
I've got two images in my head. One is Chicken Run, where they get the spoon and they try and get out, and then the other is in Matilda, where Trunchbull throws the girl with pigtails over the fence, and she makes it out, and everyone's like, "Yeah, run, go, be free."
Yeah, I'm imagining like, how brutal was your school? Like every lunchtime you decided to dig on.
One day we'll be out of here.
I'm getting Andy Dufresne's Shawshank Redemption vibes from here, just slowly clawing away at a wall to escape prison over years.
The school was very lovely, to clarify. I had a lovely time at school. It was just an adventure. And a lunchtime adventure. If you could find a good stick, it was. I mean, we didn't get very far because it was literally tarmac, so or like concrete, or I don't know what it. But it wasn't
You were digging
something
up concrete with sticks.
It was like concrete with lots of little rocks in it. Do you know what I mean?
Like the rocky road of stone.
Yeah. There was also a rock right in the middle of the playground that looked like a gemstone that we were all obsessed with, and we were like, if we could chisel that one out, we'd be rich.
Where did you go to school? Was this a mine?
A mine? But yeah, childhood. We haven't really touched on
Yeah,
childhood
it's a potential
stuff
thing
before.
we could write about.
A song from the point of view of items within your pencil case.
Oh, it's getting niche.
It's getting niche.
It's a
Yeah,
potential
it could be like
idea.
a pen talking to its lid and be like, you complete me, but also sometimes you limit me.
Yeah. When you go away, I get quite dry.
I'm suddenly much more on board with this song idea.
When you go away, I get quite dry.
If we were going to write a
dear.
stationery song, what kind of genre would that be?
You know the bit in the middle of the Queen song that's like, Galileo, la,
Oh,
la,
that's a
la.
whole
Bohemian
different-
Rhapsody.
You want us to write like Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah, if just throw it together. It was not a big deal.
Just throw it together.
Is this
Can
just
it be?
stationery?
Oh my God, can they be having an existential crisis over their place in the world, you know?
Well, now with iPads and
Yeah, like
computers.
as technology takes over, like, how do we even contribute to this world?
It's going to be a heavy week for Ehsaan.
Yeah, I quite like that.
So a stationary song, kind of. Stationary
Yeah.
song,
In the
Stationary,
style of Queen.
like
Nice.
epic Queen rock
ballad. Okay,
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
very on
it.
board.
This is weird.
Okay. Ding.
Ding!
Ding! We might need a bit more structure than Bohemian Rhapsody
Yeah.
because Queen can get away with it.
Because we are not Queen.
We're not
That-
Queen.
What? Yeah, sad at the beginning.
Yeah, sad and slow.
Then more like, no,
piano-driven,
come on, guys. We are still relevant.
upbeat,
Yeah.
guitar driven.
Yeah, and then the end is more like, come and find us. We're in
Yeah, don't forget
Yes.
about us.
we're in your loft somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm going to be using guitars. Woo!
Yes.
So don't try and structure it too much, actually.
Yeah. Just go with the thoughts.
Yeah, I think it will become structured. Don't worry, Farah. You look
Can
very
we?
worried.
I'm already thinking of lines.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I misread your face there.
It's going to be a classic Farah moment where she just comes out with it.
No,
How
I was
about
just
this
thinking
entire verse?
the intro should start off like basically like addressing all of the. So it'd be like pens, pencils,
Countrymen.
stationery,
Yeah.
and then stationery could rhyme quite well with who are we? Stationery, who are we? So it could be like pens, pencils, stationery, something. Who are we? And then we can continue.
Like a little town address.
Yeah.
This
I love
is-
it. I
It's
almost
like
love the idea
we're-
of like someone handing him a mic at the beginning. He's like, "Is this on?" You know,
Yeah.
and then he like, as a
Or it's like
Pens,
all of the-
pencils, stationery.
Yeah.
yes,
The whole pencil case is like in uproar, arguing, and then one like
One
brave
particular
pen gets
noble
up on the
pen,
stage. It's
they
like
have to unite as well. They have to.
Stationery.
I love that. That's so good. They have to unite, right? I imagine a rally where somebody brings them all together, regardless of their differences. Because
That's what this
the
speech
pencil
is.
case,
Yeah.
because the pencil case would be they'd be fighting amongst themselves, right?
yeah.
The rubber's going to be at odds with the pencil, right?
They're all having different ideas of how to stop themselves from becoming obsolete.
Yeah, but they really
And
need to
then
team up because
they
all
need
of
to be
them
brought
are
together.
yeah, all of them need to fight against the
We are the
uprising
stationery.
of technology. What's something in your pencil case you would never you would always buy and never use?
Like a set square.
But then there was that whole triangle thing going on with them. I don't really know
What
why.
was the triangle for?
You could have just given us like a.
It was
And it
always
had a
like an
little bit of a
L-shaped
ruler
thing.
on the side.
It
It's like,
always
no, I've got a
confused me.
ruler.
Like, why is it called a set square when it's clearly a triangle?
Yeah, that confused me too. And what set is it part of?
It's like it had been lost from its other half, and it would have been a square.
Got separated from birth. It had half of a medallion.
Yeah, it just knew it needed to find its other half.
Well, that's their backstory.
I remember getting a compass set which had a normal compass in it, and then it had another one which was just like this, and it had no pencil holder in it. And I think it was when people like do this.
Oh, just
for, like,
walking along.
maps
Yeah,
and
Oh,
stuff.
a
for
double
maps.
pincer one.
Did you ever
one
have that
spikes
one?
on both
No.
sides.
No.
I didn't go to school in nautical times.
What?
What is a nautical
What a
time?
nautical time!
No.
The time of the
The
sea.
time of the sea.
Nautical times when all of mankind lived at sea.
Long forgotten part of our history.
Okay, I've got it. So, pens, pencils, stationery. Compared to tech, who are we? We may feel obsolete, but together we're complete.
That's
and
good.
then pens, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Pencils, blah, 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 blah.
I like the idea of the first bit being what we've said, the slow bit, rallying, and then the fast bit being a fast, high energy bit of like going through and being optimistic and telling everyone in a hyper way what you're good at, all the things you can
Yes,
do.
I like it because it can be a bit listy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's address tech in this opening bit.
Just
Yeah.
some sentences. That was helpful.
Oh, that was, yeah. That was oh, some sentences.
The
Computers have taken to the classroom. Pencil sales are down.
the computers in every classroom think they've sealed our doom. But here in this pencil case, we're used to being replaced. And then you talk about how there's been generations of pencils that have come through this pencil case. And we're doing it for them.
And the reason and the way they have to rally everyone together is by like getting all the old
pens
stuck in the
the
loft.
ghosts of pens past.
Yeah.
Can you read what we have so far?
Pens, pencils, stationery. Compared to tech, who are we? We may feel obsolete, but together we're complete. The computers in every classroom may think they've sealed our doom. And here in this pencil case, we're used to being replaced.
You're very good at the speeches.
Very dramatic reading.
Why are pens such a serious subject?
Something about like no matter the colour of ink,
Ink,
Succinct.
succinct,
brink.
brink, ooh.
We're on the brink.
As people buy less and less ink, pencil
Our way of
cases-
life is on the brink.
Is on the
yeah.
brink.
So now
But-
something hopeful.
Yes.
Yeah, something hopeful.
I like the
People buy
idea
less and
of
less ink, our way of life seems on the brink, but
reminding them that there's loads of human beings out there that still need them. Artists.
Yeah.
and shopping lists and notes and post-its and you know,
Golfers with their little pencils.
Golfers.
Pictionary.
Pictionary.
IKEA pencils.
Every time someone has an idea, or the little pencils you find in IKEA, you steal from IKEA.
Oh, like a list of things that are
Yeah.
useful for stationery.
As people buy less and less ink, our way of life seems on the brink, but
But don't despair, there
we
is still
really
hope.
are needed or something.
Yeah.
Without us, they couldn't cope.
Ooh.
And then you start doing things like, every time a musician has an
Yes,
idea,
yes, yeah.
the little pencils you steal from IKEA.
I think I like the idea of 3 lines and the 4th line is a resolve. Every time something
they
resolve
need us,
last
blah,
line.
blah, blah. Yeah. Drawing a moustache on someone who's asleep.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
If you wanted to rhyme with pencil case, you could say like, every time we draw on a sleeping face.
Ooh.
Every time an artist has an idea, every time they steal a pencil from IKEA, every time they draw on a sleeping face, they rummage deep in their pencil case.
And then we can go into the Rocky section.
Yeah.
Can we call them to arms by saying nibs in the air? Nibs in the air like you just don't care. Whoop, whoop. That's not the right of the song that we're going for, is it?
Maybe this is one for the guitar.
Ooh.
Rather than the piano. Might help us.
And it did. Except it was a bit too much for our mics. Hi, Editing Pete here. Ehsaan shredded so damn hard that we had to rely on the good old camera audio for the next minute. Here's a little taster of the shredding. Speaking of cameras, if you haven't checked out our awesome Season 2 setup yet, then head over to our YouTube channel or follow us at Dingfloob, DINGFLOOB. Anyway, back to the episode and one of my favourite Ding lyrics ever.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Just open with like, pens! Raise your nibs in the air.
Your nibs to the sky.
Yeah, raise your nibs to the
I like it. Pens raise your nibs to the sky is the first lyric.
Yeah. Oh god, this is going to be high, isn't it? This is going to be quite a high one.
Yes. Pens raise your nibs to the sky. Magnets will never defeat us.
We don't have to just be Apple, we can just say laptops.
Laptops will never defeat us.
Well, deep in our veins we can rise.
And then something that rhymes with us?
With us, yeah. Defeat us and fetus. Could be the perfect rhyme if you could just figure out a line that somehow takes
It's the
us
perfect
to
rhyme, it
fetus.
just doesn't make any sense.
It is the perfect, I cannot deny that, it's the perfect rhyme. The fetus of the word. Fetus, greet us.
If typing's a child, we're the fetus.
If typing's the child, we're the fetus.
1, 2, 3.
Pens raise your nibs to the sky. Laptops will never defeat us. While there's ink in our veins, we can write. If typing's the child, we're the fetus.
I love it. I love it.
We've got something there.
We've got something. You're right, you can say really stupid stuff if it's in that kind of like half screamed,
Oh yeah,
like,
I feel like most rock lyrics are just nonsense.
Ridiculous.
Oh, no, most of them, I think.
so we're going to then move on to pencils? do you
Dragon
think?
Force spend their whole time just singing like, "We will fight the eternal flame." You know, just like, what are you singing about? It just sounds cool though.
Pencils.
You could do the whole...
If you're feeling blunt.
What are you going to rhyme with? Blunt?
Stunt.
Shunt?
Front. There's a lot of things that rhyme with blunt. Pencils if you're feeling blunt.
Something to do with lead? They're leads. Sharpen your leads for the future.
Sharpen your heads for the future.
Sharpen your head.
Well, it's kind of their head, isn't
Is
it?
it their head, or would you say that that is their feet? Because that's on the ground, and that maybe
No.
the rubber end is the
I
head.
definitely
I'd
think
have
of
gone
the
with
pencil
head,
as like the
but
head.
you make a very good point that that's on the ground.
Yeah, that's their feet.
Oh, that's quite a good analogy, which I can't beat.
Pencils, if you're feeling blunt, sharpen your lead. Is sharpen your leads for the future? I feel like it's quite an epic statement.
Sharpen your lead for the future. So epic.
It's like a pencil is running for president. It's like 2B 2020. Sharpen your leads for the future.
2B 2020.
To be or not to be. Come on, let's make it really
We've got to
obvious.
put that in.
To be or not to be.
What's it rhyming with? Front.
Front or
No,
blunt.
blunt. Front.
Stunt.
Don't let the HB or 2B question stunt you.
Or
Do you think we could do something about how pencils can do shading really well?
yeah.
Something about stippling and cross-hatching.
Also, they can draw those cool S's that everyone used to draw for no reason.
God, yeah,
Remember
the
those?
pointy S.
Yeah. What can you do on an iPad?
You'd always write your name on your rubber, wouldn't you? Like,
Yeah.
you'd always draw on your rubber with pen.
Did you ever do the thing where you would like stab into your rubber as
Yeah,
well?
always stab into the rubber for no reason.
Take out all your anger on that. With like bullet holes of the pen nibs into the rubber. We should definitely mention doodling because that's something you cannot do on a laptop or whatever.
That's true.
Doodling. That rhymes really well with noodling.
Pencils if you're feeling... Hunt.
Pencils if you're feeling
That's
blunt.
good.
Sharpen your leads for the future.
For the hunt.
Something.
We're going to kill the
hunt.
calculator. We're going to kill the iPad.
We're gonna kill them. What could pencils hunt?
The answers.
The answers are yours to hunt.
The answers are yours.
Answers are yours to hunt. It's funny how when we try to write the serious slow section at the beginning, we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it's like, let's write the nonsense bit, we're like,
Okay,
fetuses
here
and
we go.
hunting.
So we've got to rhyme with future.
Sutra.
Sutra, Kama Sutra.
Keep it PG.
How pencils aren't flexible enough to do the things in the Kama Sutra.
Oh my god.
Pencil cases are worthless without you.
We're just a case without
Schoolrooms
you.
are worthless without you.
I think we should use Kama Sutra as the one. And maybe you could just say that pencils wrote the Kama Sutra. Without you, there's no Kama Sutra.
Will that make sense on its own?
Does it need to? Give it a go.
Pencils if you're feeling blunt. Sharpen your legs for the future. The answers are yours in the hunt. Something Kama Sutra.
I almost really like it just being something
Something, Kama Sutra.
I kind of like that, like a really, like, what rhymes with future. something Kama Sutra.
Oh my god, could then the next bit that we're saying could be a bit different be like, seeing as we've just said about the Kama Sutra, talking about like rubbers on top of pencils and pens stuck in rubbers. Because it's like Kama Sutra
swapping
positions.
lids and swinging and
Yeah.
Swapping lids.
unzip your cases, like
Swapping.
Why is this turning into a pencil case orgy? What is happening here?
Let's see where it goes.
Let's see where it goes.
what is this song? It started off being a rally against technology and now it's like encouraging them all into some sort of weird pencil case orgy.
I like the idea of coming back to. I like the idea of after the fast sections happened, after the climax, as it were.
Oh.
They come back and the guys, whoever's rallying them is like, "All right, we've got a bit off topic there, but we still support each other." Did you want that to be a different music bit?
Yeah. Just something a bit different, you know.
Guys, have I got like hair everywhere? I feel like there's so much hair in my face right now.
You've got a moustache.
Yeah.
Did you not realise?
Right. Okay. So
Doodling, but could it be talking about it in a really erotic way? Together we can doodle, unleash your inner noodle. I don't know, something like all of this stuff.
Like unleash your inner noodle.
Unleash your inner doodle is probably better if we could find
Write
something that
that
rhymes
down.
with that. Together we
you can doodle, unleash your
Inner
noodle.
It means nothing.
It means so much.
Maybe draw a poodle.
Together we
Canoodle.
can doodle.
Oh.
Oh.
Paper and pen canoodle.
I like that. Together we can doodle, paper and pen canoodle.
And then could you do something like about whether you draw a noodle? Because sometimes when you just like scribble randomly, it just looks like noodles, doesn't it? Or something more advanced like a poodle.
Whether it's a noodle or something more advanced like a poodle.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Scribbles look like noodles.
Sometimes end up as poodles.
He's just there like, this is hilarious. I have no idea why I'm saying these words.
He's like, I want there to be a poodle.
It rhymes with all the other words.
It reminds me a bit of in Wicked, when I'm like a
Alaka-nama-nama.
nom.
Looks like a ramen.
Noodles.
Noodle, looks like a
We can
ramen.
doodle, paper and pen canoodle.
Wait, what do we have? Can you take me through it? Including this like canoodle, noodle, poodle, doodle bit.
Buns, raise your your nips to the sky. Laptops will never defeat us. While there's ink in our... I was going to say in our eyes.
There's ink in our eyes.
While there's ink in our veins, we can write. If typing's the child, we're the fetus. Pencils if you're feeling blunt. Sharpen your legs for the future. The answers are yours for the hunt. Something, Kama Sutra. Together we can doodle, paper and pen canoodle, whether it's a noodle or something like a poodle.
And then back to more like,
Rulers, let's measure your worth.
Yeah.
Are you on board with this?
Yeah.
Paper and pen canoodle.
I quite liked it. It almost had kind of a Pirates of the Caribbean kind of feel to it.
Do you think the same
Then
melody
eventually
again?
we'll go back to... I think so. The thing that works well about Bohemian Rhapsody is that there's a little bit of stuff that loops back.
It gives you a chance
Yeah.
to get it the second time
Like
round.
A, B, C, D, B, E, F, C, G,
K.
A, H.
Like, there's a lot of stuff about rulers.
Yeah. Bendy, see-through, shatterproof. You've got to get in a reference about like how they measure their worth.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
'Cause
they're
that's
rulers.
good. That's good.
Rulers don't measure your worth. No one's as good at
Or,
underlining.
or something like, something like no one can underline like you can.
Yeah.
Rulers don't measure your worth. You're the god of underlining. Foldable since birth. I don't know. We always do a since birth thing.
We've got a lot of birth references in this one so far.
With little fetus in there.
Oh, yeah. Is there anything else that rhymes with... What about mirth?
Worth, mirth, girth. Or you could use mirth.
What
does
exactly
mirth
is
mean?
mirth?
I'm not entirely sure.
Isn't it like
I was hoping you knew because you suggested it.
isn't it like laughing? And I feel like mirth is like happiness
I thought
and
it was
laughing
like
and joy.
wrath.
Let's
And
have a look. Amusement,
Yeah.
especially as expressed in laughter.
something about how maybe everyone thinks rulers are really serious. And so, but actually they're full of mirth.
They're very straight-laced, aren't they?
Everyone always thinks rulers are so
You
serious.
seem serious, but we know you've got mirth.
Whether you're folding, bending, or shattering.
Yeah, I like it.
'Cause they were never
But
shatterproof.
you've really got mirth. Whether you're folding or bending
Bending or shattering.
Now, what happens next? Is
So
this
we've got-
the Galileo section? Casio, calculator, Casio, calculator. Highlighter, paperclip. 2B, HB, 2B, HB.
Write that down. Write that all down.
Okay, so what's going to happen after that?
Yeah.
Back to the style of the original bit. The
Saying,
key
can
message.
the first line be as I was saying?
As I was
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
Essentially, we're here to stay. In summary,
in
Essentially.
summary,
Essentially.
in conclusion,
Yeah, after all of this crazy stuff about fetuses, essentially,
we're
here to
to
stay.
stay.
is you do have a place in present day.
Oh.
very
modern day.
nice. Yeah.
Can we talk about the world beyond the zip? Talking about like
And he knew there was more than the zip.
Yeah, the world beyond the
the world beyond the zip. Zip,
paperclip.
tip, paperclip,
Tip X, but in reverse.
X of the tip.
X comma tip.
Are
And
you
you,
there?
X comma tip. You have worth in the world beyond the zip.
Are you still there? X comma tip.
Let's make our mark beyond the zip.
Let's make our mark beyond the zip. Even you, X comma tip.
Essentially, we're here to stay. We do have a place in present day.
Let's make our mark beyond the zip.
Including you, X
Comma
tip.
tip.
And then we need another 4 lines that conclude the song.
I kind of feel like those 4 lines should be the same 4 lines as they were in the beginning. Have a bit of like callback.
Let's make our mark beyond the zip, including you, X tip. Every time an artist has an idea,
Yeah, I like
every
that.
time
Yeah.
they steal a pencil from IKEA, every time they draw on a sleeping face, they rummage deep in the pencil case.
Yeah.
Done. What's the name of the song?
Pencil case something. Pencil case
Revolution.
P.
Pencil Case Revolution.
Isn't something with a P in it or a C in it?
Pencil Case Protest.
You know how it's called Bohemian Rhapsody, and Rhapsody is essentially just like a name of a piece of music. What if we find like something that begins with C that we could be, or P that begins pencil case
cacophony.
Pencil case
concerto.
Concerto. Pencil case capriccioso. Pencil case cadenza.
Pencil case cadenza.
Oh, I quite like that a lot.
Cadenza's when you put in like a big improvised bit in the middle of
that is
I could
kind
do
of
that
what
in
we
the
are.
middle. Pencil case cadenza.
Pencil case cadenza. Nice. Who by?
I think Rejected Rubbers is good.
Rejected Robbers.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's
The
great.
connotations of Rejected Rubbers.
No, it's perfect. Love it. Pencil case cadenza by
The
Rejected
Rejected
Rubbers.
All right, there we are.
Whoa, what a journey that was.
What a weird song. An epic song.
I'm looking forward to hearing this one.
I cannot wait. Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. Please like, comment, subscribe. YouTube. We're taking YouTube by storm now, season 2. Social media, there. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Ding or Ding Floob. Please follow us, check us out. And the song is on Spotify.
In case you're wondering what DING stands for Doodling Incredible Noodle Graphics.
The noodles are back.
Doodling incredible noodle graphics.
I think it's pretty relatable.
Yeah, I've done that before.
I've done
Love it.
Who hasn't?
And so, here is this week's song,
Yes.
Pencil Case Cadenza by the Rejected Rubbers.
Nice.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Pens, pencils, stationery. Compared to tech, who are we? We may feel obsolete, but together we're complete. The computers in every classroom may think they've sealed our doom, but we, in this pencil case, we won't be replaced. As people buy less and less ink, our way of life seems on the brink. But don't despair, there is still hope. Without us the people cannot cope. Every time an artist has an idea, every time they steal a pencil from IKEA, every time they draw on a sleeping face, they rummage deep in their pencil case. Raise your lips to the sky. Laptops will never defeat us. While there's ink in our veins, we can write. If typing's the child, you're the fetus. Pencils if you're feeling blunt. Sharpen your leads for the future. The answers are yours to hunt. Something, Kama Sutra. Together we can doodle, paper and pen canoodle, whether it's a noodle or something like a poodle. Rulers don't measure your worth. You are the god of underlining. You seem serious, but you've really got nerve. Whether you're folding or bending or shattering.
I see a little calculator calculating.
Casio, Casio, can you do the sine function?
Compasses,
Set squares,
Tractors,
they're all there. Galileo,
Albert Einstein.
Marie Curie,
3 squared is 9.
Bohrman.
2,
always sure you're working in a maths question.
Maths
It's the
question.
only way to get the marks without the answer.
The answers are in the back.
What?
The answers are in the back. What? Calculators are allowed. Yay!
5,
0.
0, 8, boom! X equals minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
Essentially, we're here to stay. We do have a place in present day. Let's make our mark beyond the zip, including you, X, tip. Every time an artist has an idea, every time they steal a pencil from IKEA, every time they draw on a sleeping face,
I drew a mustache.
they rummage deep, deep in the pencil case. They rummage deep, deep in the pencil case. They rummage deep, deep in the pencil case.